you have to talk about the fact that VAR, once again, is kind of, you can take whichever side you want, but the tackle by Kompany on Gabriel Jesus is a penalty.
Yep.
At the very least, it's close enough to where the referee needs to go and look at this play. So much so that it took time and time during the game, just kind of say, obviously there was a discussion going on within that VAR room. If there is doubt, okay, then it's not clear and obvious, right? So my sense is you have the system, implement it, use it, and have the referee take a look at it. Because if he takes a look at it, he sees that Kompany catches Gabriel Jesus. That's early on in the second half, makes the game 2-1, allows Brazil a whole lot more time to perhaps get an equalizer. I'm just suggesting that you use the system properly.
Well, we spoke to a former Premier League referee, Peter Walton. He thought it was a penalty. It's clear why he thinks that. It's all down to, I suppose, this clear and obvious rhetoric.
It is. And again, this is where the language and kind of confuses the protocols. Now, if it's that clear and obvious, then the referee doesn't need to go back and check. But if there is any kind of doubt, which is how it's been employed all tournament long, if there's any kind of doubt as to how this one will fall, then you allow the referee to go and check.
Should they have?
Without question. Without question. All we're asking from you, stuck in these booths out in Moscow, wherever it is tell the referee that, listen, you need to have another look at this. In the end, the referee stood in the middle of the park with his hand to his ear so long that he could have made that decision without costing any more time. And if he still decides this isn't a penalty, well, that's on him. He's made the call. He's the one standing in the middle of the park. But to just kind of cede power that way to those sitting elsewhere, I thought is not how it's been used and not how it should be used.
They must have said no penalty. They must have said.
Yeah, they said don't
There must have been a bit of discussion, and some might have thought it was a penalty. Some might have thought.
What was it a penalty for you?
Yeah.
Well, I think Gabriel Jesus runs the ball out of play. He was never going to get there, was he? But once I saw it at a particular angle, I thought there was contact while the ball was still in play. So I would have said it was a penalty. But I must admit, the first time I saw it, I just said no.
But once they start having this discussion and they're not sure between themselves, give it to the referee.
Correct.
That's when you pass it to the referee. You don't decide there.
No.
That's not what this is about. That's not how it's been used.